It stinks over here. Seeming any reaching me. Welcome me. April 27th, Tuesday, 2021. The hate is so real, you know what it is. It ain't longer. It's been somewhere. Something happened somewhere and we both know why, man. But me getting stronger, we must stop pretending I can't live this life, man. I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really wanna fight no more. Too much talking, baby. Yes. I don't really wanna fight no more. Time for letting go. Whew. Yeah, I gotta stop blocking the volume. I hear the whispering, it simply doesn't bother me. Can't you see that I don't care? Why you looking right through me, man? It's simply lately looking the wrong way and I start to cry. Could it be the reason? The situation is the reason why. Oh, I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really wanna cry no more. It's too much talking, baby. I don't really wanna cry no more. It's time for me leaving. I don't wanna cry no more. Yeah, bring it on. I don't really wanna fly no more. It's time to let it go, man. It's time to let it go, y'all. Whew. Get him. It only stands in our way, man. When you hang on to things, it only stands in our way. You got to go for and love. Don't want to hurt no more. I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really wanna fly no more. It's time to let you. Hurt no more. Yeah, I had to put a stop to that. What's happening? Right back with you. And it's another day, you know what I mean? On my way to work. They already trying. What else is new? Feel me? They're just on my dick. People just say hi to me. I don't even know this dude. He putting a Tucson up like this. Like, there's just a lot of there's a lot of things going on out here, man. Feel me? I'm getting frustrated just like them. It's like, yo, why don't you just come? If you need to speak to me, come talk to me. Feel me? Don't send your kids. Don't send your woman. Bring yourself. You feel me? That's all. Like, it's not that serious at all, man. That niggas, the problem is that you guys are too sensitive. That's what's going on. Y'all playing a game and y'all know y'all emotionally not ready for. Emotionally, you're too sensitive. You feel me? You playing with me, and it's like, you know, people tell me that I got a wicked. The things that come out sometimes can destroy a man, and I'm like, that's all I have sometimes. You feel me? They playing a game that they too emotionally not equipped for. You feel me? You just can't handle it. You just can't handle the truth. You cannot handle the truth. What do you mean you want the truth? You can't handle it, sir, ma'am, people. Just can't handle it. So I've been studying lately. I'm still studying. You feel me? When you're in this journey of mine and you're just trying to be righteous, you feel me? It's very... Let it pass. When you're on this journey of mine, journey, period. Like, I'm on a journey where I just want to be righteous, you feel me? I want to do the right thing, man. I'm tired of just not doing the right thing in life. I want to be righteous, you feel me? When you're on this journey, man, you just trying to do the right things. You got to check every box. You feel me? You just got to check every box. You got to make sure that you are not the problem that you're fighting against. And it's very, very important to me, you feel me? And also, you have to make sure that you got to make sure that I'm trying to make sure that I'm not the problem that I'm trying to fight, you feel me? I mean, sometimes you have a lot of people telling you stuff, but you also have to believe. It's a fine line between believing in yourself that you're doing the right thing and also not being too arrogant and thinking that you are not wrong. So I'm checking all the boxes, trying to see, I'm taking every criticism and double checking it and checking myself at the same time and monitoring myself to see that, you are not the problem. You feel me? So I hear psychopath, sociopath, narcissism, and everything else that's being thrown at me. So right now, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing the research to see what are these definitions, antisocial, all these things that is being thrown at you. Manipulative, this, that, and third. He's a user, this, that, and third. So I'm learning these things. I'm constantly watching video, reading descriptions about them, and learning these things. And I came to find out that most of these things I was describing about the people that is against me. Here I am having a description of a word, but yet not knowing what the word was. So I did not know the identity of what I was describing, but I had the description down pat of the people that go against me, and I was just calling them haters. Come to find out there was a whole term for these kind of behaviors. You feel me? Pass by. You feel me? Like, you have to understand, man, there's a lot of people who just don't want to see you make it, my nigga. You feel me? And every time you start talking about the things that you're going through so other people can use it to help other people out, when you start talking about how you can use your struggle, how I'm using my struggle and the things that I'm facing to benefit other people, they get mad at you. They want you to talk that hate shit. They want you to tell, these niggas is this, that, third, and start talking all that hateful shit and everything else, that bitter talk. There's a time and place for that. Right now, it's a different topic because I'm very diverse in my knowledge of how I distribute my things. You feel me? We can talk about the same problem, but we can talk about it in different ways. You feel me? And today, I want to talk about the fact that I was describing things. I was just watching a video, first of all. Let me finish my thought. I was describing things that I did not know the identity of. You feel me? I had the description down pat. There's a difference between the identification and the description of a thing. You feel me? You can have the identity and I describe what it is. I was describing it, but yet did not know the identity of it. You feel me? Hey, Pat, there's a lot of noise out here today. Hey, I'm not talking about y'all, man. Too big for y'all niggas to be speaking about. I'm that nigga, man. I can't be talking about people that's beneath me. People have to understand that. I don't talk about people that's beneath me. I only talk about things that matter and the things that go on in my life. I'm talking about accurate stuff. I don't talk about things that don't mean shit to me. I don't talk about that, you feel me? Anyway, man. You feel me? They tried everything this morning for me to have a talk on them, but it's not gonna happen. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Feel me? It's everything that we know. Hold on. It's a subject. My topic today is going to be I already had a subject in mind. I can't let these niggas fuck up my shit. Can't allow such. How that look like? Is everything better than we think? I was watching Jordan Peterson yesterday, and he was speaking to one of his guests. I'm sorry if I forgot your name. And it's called "Is Everything Better Than We Think?" And I'm taking that title. The whole subject was a mouthful. You feel me? It was a mouthful. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was just, trying to race. He was just basically, long story short, short story long. He was just basically explaining how the world has done a great job in the last 100 to 200 years of raising people out of poverty. And poverty is described as living on $1 a day. So he's saying that the world have done a great job, and he said the way to solve most of the problems in the world is to raise people out of poverty. So a lot of the problems in the world that we face is because of poverty, basically. And there's other topic that they went into, like climate changes and everything else like that. And I'm like, this is a very interesting topic, but I just want to take the title. Is everything better than we think? You feel me? I just want to talk to you because it was more research I wanted to do on that title itself, but I see people are trying to influence on what I speak about. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just touch on a topic that I've been doing research on it. I know I said that sometimes you just gotta bring it out, but the message hasn't set right in me yet. You feel me? So that's what I'm talking about. So I watched that show. Then this morning I'm watching videos about narcissists. Before that, on the weekend I was watching videos about sociopaths, psychopaths, antisocials, and everything else like that. And I realized that the people that I'm dealing with are these things. It's a lot of them that's these things, and these are like demonic behaviors. And one thing that I've learned about a narcissist is that it's a behavior it's a trait that you're not born with. It's something that you learn. Then I'm like, damn. Let it pass. So you have a narcissist, that something that you're not born with. It's something that you learn along the way. It's something that a person that's your guardian or whoever it is that was raising you at that time, your parents and everything else, teach you these kind of traits. So you learn these things. So I started thinking, how about a country? Because we're talking about individuals that are narcissists. How about if you have a group of people who had a leader that was a narcissist in a communist country, or a country that was very oppressive, or a narcissist who was very impressive upon the people that he was leading? Wouldn't that make a group of people become narcissists? Think about it. If a narcissist, let's look at the definition, because I feel like this is a bigger problem than we think it is. So that's why I was looking at that title. Is everything better than we think? Hold on, let me see that topic. Is everything better than we think? And I started thinking like, is everything worse than we think? You feel me? Because it's like the worst problem is not knowing there's a problem at all. The worst problem is the problem that you don't know that exists, or the worst problem is a problem that is there that you ignore. Anyway, let's look at the word narcissist. I still can't get the word to roll out fluently out of my mouth, because it's a personal disorder in which a person has an inflat sense of self-importance. Hold on, let's see. Narcissist personal disorder is found more commonly in men. The cause is unknown, but likely involves a combination of genetic and environmental factors. So these are the things that people are calling me. So they calling me narcissist and everything else like that. So it's a personal disorder, basically. Non-traits of a narcissist is lack of empathy, excessive need of admiration, superficial identity distributor, difficult with attachment and dependence, feelings of emptiness and boredom. What else? Excessive sense of self-importance. So these are the things that they're trying to call me. A common trait include having a strong sense of self-importance, experiencing fantasy about fame and glory, accessory, self abilities, craft, and lack of empathy, and everything else like that. That was not even the one I was looking for. I like the videos better the way they explain it. It goes well and well with what I had in mind. So I was thinking, like, can a leader have an influence? So we know that a narcissist is something that you're not born with. Hold on, let's see that fact actually, because that's very important to the topic I'm about to go into. Hold on. If it's a narcissist born or made. Oh, so narcissists are something that, what the fuck? Hold on. It's a narcissist genetic. It's a personal disorder in an inheritable psychotic condition. Research evidence indicate that a person is more likely to develop NPD, which is narcissist personal disorder, narcissist personal disorder, if said personal disorder occur in the medical history of his or her family. Hold on. There's a lot of unknowns. What causes a person to become a narcissist? Childhood abuse or neglect, excessive parental pampering, unrealistic expectation from parenting. I think narcissist is something that you learn. It could be both. It seems like there's different factors of narcissist, but I'm just raising a question. What if a person, because narcissists always have an influence on the people around them, they always have flying monkeys. Flying monkeys is just the person that you know and they try to use these people against you. You feel me? I'm learning all these terms, so you know what I mean? Hold on. I got this fucking camera. It does not do. I had to do an overhaul. Yeah, somebody got your boy. It's that Arab nigga that was driving the truck. You know how they do, they be mad at me. Not Arab, I'm just talking about just these individuals that be out here just sleeping in the truck. I be talking good of them, but they hate me for no reason. Anyway, so I was just saying, how about those individuals who were raised in a country where the leader of that country was a narcissist and had an influence on the people, and you can have a whole generation of people teaching other people how to be narcissists and don't even know. I'm just saying, think about it. I couldn't be a narcissist. I just can't see myself being one. Because if I was a narcissist, then how come I don't have nobody that I can control? Feel me? How come I'm the one that's moving away from people so I can have some self-peace? How can I be the narcissist when the narcissist is the one that always have to have the influence? He always have to be right. He always have to look like they come to me for help. He always got to be, it's like I'm not the narcissist. I'm trying to improve myself. You feel me? I'm the one that preached the glory of God. And so I'm not saying narcissists can't attach themselves to these things, but I cannot be a narcissist because I'm not the one that's trying to guide people to hate somebody else. I'm just not that person. I haven't learned enough about narcissists, but I'm learning as I go along. I cannot be one. I cannot be a sociopath. I cannot be a psychopath. I'm not these things. So I wonder why they trying to label me on these things. Go ahead. Try to catch you in this intersection. But I'm in tune with the hook, so you know what's better to do. Feel me? If I couldn't be a narcissist, you feel me? I just can't be. I can't be the one that... I'm not the one that's abusive. Definitely not. You feel me? No domestic violence. You feel me? It was more like me defending myself in that situation that you probably heard of, but that's not... I'm not a domestic violence individual. You feel me? I don't trick others in any form or shape. I'm not the one that just do things just so people can see me in a different light. Hold on, we gotta go. Just hold up. I don't want you to see me running. Alright, we made it. That's good. You feel me? I feel like the people that I'm dealing with, my haters, are the narcissists. You feel me? The fact that they're trying to make me into something that I'm not. The fact that they turn all these people against me for no apparent reason, but just to have control over you. You feel me? The fact that they keep following you around. A narcissist is always going to stay in contact with you, but from a far reach, even when you break up with a narcissist. A narcissist is basically someone who always wants to have a hold over you. It's almost like an invincible cover that's constantly over you, and you don't even know what's going on. So you're constantly walking as if you have a big... Hold on, let that car pass. I know he's going to make a lot of noise. So a narcissist is basically, it's almost like the image of somebody who's just walking around in the cold with a big cover on them, but the cover is invincible. Anyway, I told you. I just knew they was gonna make a lot of noise. You feel me? I just had a feeling. He came around the corner with a lot of aggression. I'm like, I felt your spirit, my nigga. It's alright, man. You are forgiven. God loves you. Now move on. Don't let this car pass. So a narcissist is it's like they always like to have a hold on you. Even when you break up with them and you move away from them and everything else like that, a narcissist will always be in your life. It will always have they will always have some kind of channel to get to you. You feel me? And they will always they don't want you to have new friends. They don't want people to like you. You feel me? They'll always bring up your past so that people can look at you in a different light. And that's what's going on with me. So how the fuck I'm the narcissist when these things are the things that's happening to me as I'm studying it? Because as a righteous man, in my mind, I try to make sure that I check all the boxes that if these are the things that I have to fix. If I was a narcissist, then I would want to fix that. You feel me? But the more I learn into these things, I'm like, these are the things that they're doing to me. So it makes so much sense that I've been describing these people all my life and I never had a word to put on it. And it makes so much sense now that I'm like, yo, some of these niggas is sociopaths, psychopaths, and narcissists, like, and antisocial. These people are crazy. When you look at the description, the fine tune of the word and everything else, you be like, oh, that shit is crazy. That shit is, like, learning about these things, I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm like, oh, so this is who you dealing with. This is like a spiritual war for real, my nigga. This ain't got nothing to do with the individual itself. These demons are just jumping out in and out of the person, you feel me? So this, like, I used to live in New York City. I think everybody know that by now. Now I'm in California. Then why are these narcissists have these people over here turned against me? That's what a narcissist do. You feel me? They do not want you to have any. That's why every time I always have problems when I start to smile too much and I feel like I'm in a happy mode. I'm smiling. I put a video out, a nigga smiling and everything else like that. They make sure he's smiling too much. Let's make sure that we bring more. Let's bring more. You know what I mean? Some frown to his face. You feel me? Because they try to take your looks away. They try to take your happiness away. They even try to take your clothes away by trying to poke holes in your clothes and everything else like that. They don't want you to be happy at all. They got to steal these things from you. From what I'm learning, that's what a narcissist do. And I'm like, that's the same shit I be going through. These motherfuckers, some hating ass niggas. I just got my phone stolen. What the fuck? I'm like, yo, these people are narcissists. You feel me? The description matched so perfectly, I am blown away. And I'm still learning. I'm like, yo, this is blowing my mind away. Like, if you watch all my old videos, the videos that I have posted, you can understand that these people were not, I've been describing them this whole time. You feel me? It's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm going to dive real deep into it. I'm going to make a video called Timeline. Moments in time itself. And I'm really going to dive real deep into it. After I learn everything that I need to learn, you feel me? The message is going to fall right into place. And it's going to flow out of my mouth like a beautiful fountain water. With a pH of 7.0 and higher, probably 9.0. Feel me? It's going to be a good flowing water. Feel me? I'm going to give it to y'all. Feel me? But right now I'm just putting out there. You feel me? I'm just putting out there like this is what has been going on. Like, they don't want you to see you happy. They don't want to see you move on in any form or shape. You feel me? They will have other people turn against you and they'll tell stories about you so you don't, even when you try to be a better person and you try to move on, you try to do good for others, they'll make lies about you to make it seem like you're doing it for another purpose. You feel me? Just hearing those parts, and I'm like, yeah, that shit makes so much sense. They want you to be dependent upon them. They always take credit for the things that you do. Be like, I taught him that. It's because of me, that's why he got that. It's because of me, that's how he learned how to do that. They will never give you credit for anything that you do. Anything that you do. You feel me? Anything that you do. And when you do get somebody new in your life, they'll do everything in their power to try to take that person away from you. I'm like, I've been going through this shit my whole life, my nigga. I'm like, I've been dealing with this devil my whole life. This is a spiritual warfare. You feel me? This is not even funny. I'm just like, I'm blown away by just the things that I've been discovering. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, my nigga. It is crazy. You feel me? Then how you gonna call me something that you are? I guess they were scared that if somebody who knew better, like a psychologist, if they knew better, they would see these people for who they are. So they felt like they'll get ahead of the game. That's what a narcissist does too. A narcissist will get ahead of the game by doing things, and that's what they do, things in advance. So by the time you realize that it's too late, so they might treat you nice separately. That shit crazy. I done had people that in front of me, we were the best of friends, giving pounds to me, hugs and everything else like that. But behind my back, they're talking all kinds of shit about you. Saying you up for Philly, telling this, you see, this is why he do this and this is why he do that. You see that. But they always talk in secrecy. Everything has to be in secret, and the secret has to be kept from you. But in front of you, it's like, hey, how you doing? Wave at you and everything else like that. You feel me? These are traits of narcissists. You feel me? That shit is crazy to me. I'm learning this shit and I'm blown away. I'm like, every word I'm hearing from, I'm not just hearing from one person. I'm hearing from different people. You know what I mean? Different traits of people on YouTube and everything else. And I'm doing the research on my own too. So it's like, it's still in the birth of me doing this research and everything else like that. I haven't even birthed it yet. I'm still trying to push it out, no homo. But I'm strong enough to even use those terms because I don't let those things bother me because I know who I am, you dig? These are narcissists, you feel me? They always have to have the spotlight. They always have to have the attention. As soon as it seems like, oh, this person is doing, oh, you finally, Jeffrey's kind of like smiling. He's trying to work out and everything else like that. They'll do everything in their power to kick you back down, to make it seem like you're weak. Like, they can't do that shit without me. They need to depend on me. You feel me? These are narcissists, man. Like, how you gonna call me that? Like, how? How you gonna call me something that you are? That's one thing I don't understand. You Feel me? That shit is crazy to me. I'm like, yo, like this is what I've been going through. You feel me? They make it seem like you can't survive without them. And when you do something a little bit and you try to improve your life and everything else, they do everything to sabotage you. How you think these people got my phone tap and everything else like that? Because they want to have a hold of everything that I do so they can sabotage it to make it seem like I cannot make it on my own, that I need to depend on them. Go ahead, man. This nigga be doing too much, man. Like, you know you can't fight, man. Like a make it soft like butter. You feel me? This is the things that we're going through. And when you tell the truth, you have people like that that will try to shut it down. It seems like, and every person that I've watched on YouTube who was talking about the experience of being a victim of narcissism, every time you speak about it, it seems like you're a hurt individual. So it's like they've worked so, there's no way you can beat a narcissist at his own game. You feel me? They said the only way you can beat a narcissist is to kill them with kindness. Because it's like they're so advanced, they're so ahead of you in the game because they've been doing this for years. This is probably some of them been doing this shit for like 3 to 5 years. That by the time you realize that there's no way you can come back from it. So the only thing you can do is to be kind, and you have to basically be a good person and kill them with kindness. Because they've been doing that shit for so long, and they've been convincing people for so long, and they've been pointing out things for so long that when you start to talk about you being a victim, you seem like a hater. And in the beginning, I ain't even gonna lie. When I heard these women talking, or some of these men talking, I'm like, this nigga sound like he hurt. I'm like, yo, this nigga, I was watching her, and I'm like, yo, she sound like I'm like, damn, she hurt. I'm like, damn, she hurt. I watched like 5 videos before I was convinced about what I was hearing. And I'm like, oh shit, that's how people see me. You feel me? I'm looking at the video and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like this lady is actually really like telling her experience of the things that she went through. And it's like you have to have the intelligent and the patient enough to want to listen. Because if you do not listen, if you don't have the patience enough to listen, the first video that you see, you be like, this person is hurt, and you turn that person off. You understand what was going on? Because these people have been working for years, a long time. They've been doing this shit for a long time. Look at how efficient it was. When I came out here, nobody's supposed to know me, supposedly. But when I came out here, they're doing the exact same thing that I've been experiencing years and when I was on the East Coast in New York City. This is what they do, you feel me? So the shit follows you around. So you have to present you have to come into if you're going through what I'm going through,